Not really leaving, just moving house, I suppose." "What a shame," Boris said, sincerely upset. "It's all right. You can take the kitten to that animal shelter down the street. Know where it is? Here's some money for cat food and stuff. Just give it to them and they'll keep him," I said, handing him 2 of the really large bills I had. Judging by how the kid's eyes opened wide, he'd never handled this kind of money before. Still, he overcame his excitement and thanked me, then crumpled the bills in his hand and shoved them deep down his pocket. That done, he zipped up his jacket and headed for the shelter in a firm, purposeful stride. Interestingly, the game didn't say anything about this sudden bout of generosity. Maybe a cat's life wasn't worth much in its scheme of things. Which was actually for my own benefit. Losing my new avatar was the last thing I needed. In fact, I should be more careful in the future and keep any such grand gestures to a bare minimum. It took me forever to climb the few flights of stairs to my apartment. I was too busy searching for the right words and rehearsing the upcoming conversation, playing it out in my head. I wasn't happy with the result. A distressed pumpkin could transform into a truly powerful, destructive force, so I had to break the news to my house goblin with maximum diplomacy. "Hi, Bump," I said. "Aye, master." This time he didn't materialize out of thin air. Instead, he walked out to meet me, his arms crossed, his brow frowned. Could he sense something? Probably. When I'd died, he'd very nearly lost his mind. I opened my mouth, then closed it again. You couldn't start this kind of conversation without some kind of preamble, so I took a roundabout approach. "What have we got for lunch?" "Solyanka soup," he replied, glaring at me from under his eyebrows like I was an enemy of the people and he the firing squad. "Buckwheat and liver with plenty of onions and sour cream. My gran's recipe. She used to cook all offal that way. And some fruit jelly. You've never tasted anything like it." Gradually he relaxed. His furrowed face brightened up. His arms left their defensive position and switched to his hips. That's how it always works. Let someone speak about the things they're passionate about, and the person will transform before your very eyes. Apparently it worked for house goblins too. I took my time over my meal. I still had plenty of time till my RV with Arts, and I really needed to focus on the task at hand now. I couldn't just announce, "Sorry, Bumpkin, we've got to break up. It's not about you, it's about me." I'd finished off the liver, polished off a 3rd bowl of jelly, and was just about to open my mouth to speak when the doorbell rang. "Hi." My sister Lily stormed into the apartment, pulling off her guard's mask. "Mind your manners, girl," I said. "How about you take your filthy boots off?" "Oh, please. It's not as if you do the cleaning, is it? You've been working this goblin of yours into the ground." Still, she pulled off her high leather boots and demonstratively headed for the kitchen, where she poured herself a glass of water and gulped it down in 2 large swigs. Then she nodded to me. "You're coming with me." "Am I under arrest?" "Will you just stop it now? You don't joke about these things. The Order has some very serious intentions about your half-blood ass. Your player's citizenship will depend on how you present yourself to them. A lot of people believe you can't be controlled." "They might be right," I said with a grin as I slumped onto a stool. "So that's why they sent you instead of dispatching a whole army of guards to get me? They wanted you to put me on a leash and take me to the Order's trial?" "Sergei, stop putting words in my mouth." I chuckled. Funnily enough, I wasn't at all angry. I was completely free of hatred. Yesterday's me might have been wrecking the apartment already in a fit of blind fury, or alternatively seeking an excuse for Darky to manifest himself. What a transformation! All it had taken was to lull my dark side into sleep, max out my karma, and get rid of that wretched sword. Easy. "Congratulations, sis. I can see you got your priorities straight in no time. Top points for choosing game over family. This is..."